Hello, you probably haven't seen this guy before. He's brand new and he's. Let's start that again. Hello and welcome again. This is the most awkward intro ever, but you know what? I'm going with it. Today we're joined with BAAS. He's brand new to my channel. He does, or he's rather started with rap, hasn't he?
Yep.
And today we're working on his music video. So next week you should see a behind the scenes video on that. Hopefully if his music video has released by then. If not, it'll come out whenever his music video is released. And today we're just going to ask him a few questions about effectively what led him into rap, a general talk about music. I mean, that's what the video title is titled, so generally we'll talk about that. So I'm going to jump straight in with the question.
Great.
What made you start rap? What was like the inspiration that made you first want to do
So
it?
I'd first say that I really got into rap when I was younger. I got introduced by my brother, and I got introduced to these like American rappers and all these different artists like Eminem, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
But I'd say it was only recently, about a year and a half ago, where I ended up, my friend Nikhil, he was just one day wanted to make
just
some
behind the camera
lyrics.
now.
Yeah, behind the camera. He just one day wanted to make some lyrics to a song. I was just like, okay, yeah. And then recently, I decided to get the proper equipment to record, and then from there, it really made me want to, start making music and get into this market of producing songs. Yeah.
I mean, speaking about that, obviously Nikhil said you should put some lyrics over something. That brings me basically onto my next question. Like, how have you gone about creating music? Obviously, I think you've only created one track now.
Yeah.
Are you in the middle of creating any other tracks, or?
Yeah, actually, we're in the process of making
nice.
a few different ones. Yeah.
How exactly are you going about creating music?
So we usually go on this software called BandLabs, and it's where we're basically we're both able to join together, and we're both able to listen to the music at the same time. So we'll have the main track on one of the tracks basically, and then we'll have a recording track, and then after that, once we've recorded the main lyrics, then we'll start adding in other tracks for different effects.
Basically like an editor, but without the video stuff.
Yeah, without the video stuff. So it's really simple. It's really good. And
where'd you find the backing track from? You just
so I'd say what's really inspired me is Playboi Carti beats. I think they're like American kind of trap. Yeah, I'd say like trap rap beats that are really kind of crazy, and so we'll usually I'll just go on YouTube and I'll find like a free for profit or like a beat that I'm able to use, and because usually they most of them are not free. You have to end up paying £25, and I ain't paying £25 if I'm for my first song. So yeah. But it's really I'll just find these different songs, and then just Playboi Carti is really the beats nice. That I'm trying to go for.
That's really good. What challenging experiences have you experienced in making music? What kind of things have you found hard when making music?
So I'd say when making the music, it's kind of really tough to record. I never really do it in one take. I always do it in multiple takes. But the issue is that I may be like a bit too far away from the mic compared to I was the last recording.
I get that. Yeah.
And sometimes my voice may just sound different. So I'd say that's a huge issue.
Just trying to keep the consistency of
being consistent. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
But other than that, just piecing everything together. And once again, Nikhil really helps me out. With the editing and stuff. So. It's not bad, but other than that,
okay.
Yeah.
Let's say you were to keep doing this. Where would you want rap to take you? Would you want to be full on professional, maybe part-time, or do you just intend to keep this as a hobby?
So at the moment, it really depends if this really takes off. At the moment, I'm kind of thinking, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this is gonna blow up and everything. No.
Yeah.
I completely understand that might not be the case. So at the moment, I'm just keeping it as a hobby. But there may be, but yeah, like I said, if it does start to blow up a little bit, then I might start making a lot more songs and taking a lot more time and effort.
So it all depends on how people feel about it and how take it as it goes, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I might just keep it as a hobby. But
that's the best way to keep it, though, because then you don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
And if things don't go so well, it was just a bit of fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And the final one is what's the hello. What's the best way to kind of get known when creating music? Obviously, you've only just started, but what ways have you currently found to try and get more views or get basically a wider reach in the?
I would say that I promoted with like a teaser for my first song, and I first put that on social media like Instagram, where I already had quite a lot of followers.
Yeah.
So I was able to gain an audience straight away.
Yeah, I did that with YouTube as well, because I remember putting an Instagram post, and the thing is if you go to a place where you've already got people following you,
exactly,
you can transfer them over, hopefully, or some.
Yeah, it would be a lot harder to then start off as, just straight from YouTube, completely raw. It's kind of hard to get recognized.
Before. It's really, really, really hard. Yeah.
So you really need to have some sort of following. From any social media, even Snapchat or anything, and you just post it on your story and just let people know. I think one thing though, when I first started, it was really just kind of, oh, should I release it, should I not, what will people think? But you just really got to go for it.
To be honest, with music and YouTube, it's such a similar thing. You've got to go big or you got to go home. You either do make the video or you don't. And obviously you've got to have a decent base to start with.
Yeah.
So obviously you were mentioning Instagram there. Obviously if we, I think I remember starting Caliber, we had no Instagram base or anything like that. And so it completely flopped. I mean, this is the only channel that's managed to get to 3 figures in subscribers.
That's good though.
Small little flex there. But I think that is absolutely everything I've got to ask you today. We're now actually off to shoot the video. I was intending to do this afterwards, but it turns out that we've done it the other way around. You'll hopefully see the behind the scenes video next week. You might see it the week before, depending on how my video uploads go. You might see it in 2 weeks' time. It all depends on how it goes, but hopefully it should be next week. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. I'll put a link to his music video next week when we do the behind the scenes video, and I hope to see you next week. There's a lot of next weeks there.